Initially, computer games were a lot more men-oriented, and the principal characters were male. If you think about the games like Doom, for example, and the entire string of popular shoot-'em-up games that sprung up from that, men with big guns, men with knives, men with swords, all that fun stuff. Then the role-play games, the RPGs came around, and in those cases they started introducing female characters. Diablo comes to mind. Even the very first installment of Diablo had one female character, the rogue, who was the archer with some pretty good magical ability. Adventure games now are becoming increasingly equal opportunity, meaning that there's quite a few of them where the main character, the person going through the game, is anonymous. They don't give any indication as to who that is. In some cases they're clearly male, and in some cases, in quite a few cases, the protagonist is a woman, and usually a tough one. There are a few series out there that I wanted to talk about. The first one is the Samantha Swift series. And those games are pretty simple. They have a pretty good plot. They have some pretty good puzzles, but they're mostly into that hidden object area rather than the straight adventure area. That said, they're still good fun. Samantha Swift is an archaeologist, but invariably she ends up doing a lot more than just archaeology. There's always a mystery to be solved, somebody to be saved, a villain to be overthrown, so that type of stuff. Good fun, and the graphics improve, the games, the quality improve as the series progresses. Right now I think there are 4 or 5 games in the series, and I definitely had fun playing all of them, especially as we get closer to the last couple of games with really fun action sequences and some really pretty good mechanical engineering type of puzzles. Another game in a similar style to Samantha Swift is Amanda Rose, The Game of Time. Once again, this young lady who is the daughter of an explorer has to go in search of her father, and she gets to travel back and forth in time into the areas and eras that she is not necessarily very familiar with, so she kind of has to wing it there. Again, more into the hidden object area, but not too bad, and has some fun moments with the skillfully hidden critical objects. Once again, have to pay good attention, click on everything, and combine, some of the objects are combined in unexpected ways. The Gypsy Tale Tower of Secrets is very different. It is more into the old-fashioned fairy tale area, kind of in the style of Brothers Grimm, that type of thing. And it's a very classic, almost movie-like scenario of a stranger, the fortune-telling gypsy, coming to this town and stumbling into a problem. And the part that I really liked about that particular game was that the problem that she sets out to solve initially turns out to be not the worst one. So there is layer upon layer of interaction with various characters, enormous map, lots of different locations. You have to remember to visit them all. Just because you have finished a puzzle or a hidden object scene at a location doesn't mean you shouldn't be going back there again, because they do repeat and they do change. And you know, I like fairy tales. It's fun. I like happy endings and things like that. And so from that standpoint, it's definitely a very appealing game. It's very beautiful. Lots of lovely visuals. Lots of really just interesting, nice, both interiors and exteriors. And definitely a good way to sort of tax your memory a little bit, because you will end up seeing things, people and objects at the very beginning of the game that do not come in useful until the very end. So fun one, that, and out of 5 stars I would definitely give it a solid 4. The last but not the least is the Lost Souls Enchanted Paintings game, which is a story of a mother who goes in search of her son who got absorbed into a painting. That game is bound to appeal more to the ladies than to the gentlemen. Again, it is very much in a fairy tale style, very beautiful visually, and you know, very much suggestive of the storybook illustrations. That said, there's definitely a lot of good brain work going on there, even though the characters are so beautiful and storybook looking. You know, there's the centauri, the wizards, the elves, the fairies, I mean, the works. But good puzzle work and complex hidden object scenes. This is one of the games where part of the objects in the hidden object scenes are suggested with puzzles, and some of them are hidden within the hidden object scenes, so meaning you have to move something or open something or combine something in order to get the desired object. The Lost Souls game does have a really good map, and it has the map that is both interactive and a hint, because it does let you know where you still have tasks left to do. That said, it doesn't necessarily tell you in what sequence those tasks should be done. So one location might be showing 12 tasks left, and another location might be showing 1 or 2. Sometimes you have to complete the 12 tasks to get back and be able to finish the 1 or 2 at another location. So very fun, very beautiful. Love the graphics, love the extra chapter. I am a huge fan of premium edition games where I get to extend that experience and get to play a little bit longer with the characters. So if you can get a premium edition, I definitely recommend it, and you know, prolong your adventure a little bit. Until we talk again, this is Maria K, Miss Review Central. Bye.